Okay. Okay? Okay.
What's up, Brite Nation?
What's going on, Brite Nation?
So welcome to day 2 here at Northridge 4x4 in Salt Lake City, Utah for the Gladiator build. This is phase 2.5.2.
Yeah. So what are we going to do today on 2.5.2, whatever you said?
Today, guys, we are going to light up your world, or at least the Gladiator's world.
Yeah,
your
right.
Gladiator's world. And we're going to do that with Baja Designs, as you can see right there, and
Not just that one box.
yeah, there's a couple of those boxes.
There's more than those boxes.
And
how we're gonna light them up is bam. So we have SwitchPros on the Stepchild. It's absolutely an amazing unit. I love it because I hate wiring, and with this you almost don't have to do any of it. You have no relays, you have no fuses, everything is built right into this cell phone size module. Everything, literally power wire, you plug it in, and that's all you gotta do. And then you have infinite programming with this guy here.
now we'll go into a lot more in depth on just the SwitchPros and the Baja Designs, but first things first, we gotta figure out where we wanna put what. Okay, so now with the help of a couple of racing professionals and engineers, Baja Designs has actually come up with 7 different lighting zones. You have your dust and fog, your cornering, your driving combo, your spot, your racing spot, you have your rock or dome lighting, and of course you have your work, your scene, or your cargo lighting. Now we have 4 of these Baja Design Squadron Sports, and depending on the type of light you buy, the type of lens you use, and the type of lighting pattern you use, you can customize this bad boy here to light up the specific lighting zone that you want. Now we've chosen a specific lens to give us the cargo area, basically a floodlight. Now these aren't meant for any type of spot or direct forward-facing lighting use, but they are used for something like this. So we're actually going to install these Squadron Sports up here in our actual bed rack system. That way we have full floodlighting around the back end of the Gladiator anytime we're back here setting up a tent, getting into the bed of the truck, or just wanting to hang out.
Don't worry though.
We've got something to cover both your rock lights and that forward driving combo as well.
Boy.
But more on these later. First things first, we need to wire up the SwitchPros. So now what's really cool is American Adventure Lab already provides you with these handy dandy little holes, platforms, and drilled holes for you to put lights just like this. And what's even more rad is these Baja Design lights fit perfectly right there. So we're gonna get them in there, aim them, and then tighten everything down. Now, another one of the reasons that we chose Baja Designs over other lighting companies is their moisture block technology. Now, these Baja Design lights, with the use of O-rings and with their core technology, they're actually waterproof, rainproof, dustproof, submersible, and washable. Although, with how high these guys are, if you're submersing these lights, you probably have bigger problems on your hands. Now, the cool thing about their cords is their cords are waterproof as well. They prevent water from wicking up the cord and into the light. So even if you were to cut off the connector, you still would have a waterproof light, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Jelly bean. You taking a little nap? Are you the supervisor today?
She's supervising so hard right
That's supervising so hard.
hard.
So now with the Baja Designs lights in the bed rack system, we can go ahead and start installing the SwitchPros. Now, SwitchPros makes this super simple. You literally have 2 bolts that go onto this unit that hold it to this plate, and for the JLs and JTs, the plate matches directly up with these bolts. Literally 2 bolts.
2 bolts and you're done.
And that's literally installed.
This part at least. And we got other parts.
From here, this is what I really like, is that once you, boom, Literally done.
Ta-da!
So of course you have your ground part of this. You have your big power wire, which is really nice because it's right here and it runs straight to the battery right here, which is also fused. And then you have your ignition source. This actually plugs right into your fuse block and goes right to one of the wires in here. So it's all, I hate electrical. I will always tell you I hate electrical, but
SwitchPros makes it as easy as you
SwitchPros made this so easy that even a Kevin can do it, or even a Kevin would do it. But since we're at Northridge 4x4 and I don't want to be
so good at wiring.
Yeah, and I don't want to be a liability. We're just letting them take care of it. But it is all super simple, guys. It's the stuff that you can do at home very, very easily. So you see this little pink wire here? This is a very special wire.
It's very special.
So this is called a trigger wire. So just to give you an example, what's super cool is you could hook this to, say, your high beam lights. So if you have a light bar, you have your LP6s, you have LP9s,
lights.
you have your Baja Designs A-pillar lights, you have all that stuff, you can literally
Trigger
with this trigger wire to your high beams. When you hit your high beams, you can trigger up to 4 different switches at once. So that could be your A-pillars, your LP6s or LP9s, your fog lights.
Any lights you technically want.
4 together. So
or any things. It doesn't have to be lights. It could be anything.
Right.
So you could basically turn on your high beams and have all of your forward-facing lights come on. Or you could turn on your reverse lights and have all of your rear-facing lights turn on. You can trigger it in any way, shape, or form you want. And that's really, really why we like the SwitchPros, is the versatility of this bad boy and that bad boy right there. So even without the trigger wire, you can actually connect some of these switches as well. So if you were to press this switch, you can connect it so that it also activates this switch at the same time. Say if you're talking about your compressor and your lockers or something along those lines. So it's actually kind of nifty. Now, we haven't gotten super in depth in this, and that's why at EJS we do plan on meeting up with the creators of SwitchPro to have them give a full demonstration of everything that this bad boy can do, because there's so much to it that I honestly don't think we'll be able to do it justice in any type of explanation.
It is. It's well beyond our capacity.
So at this point, the next step, of course, would be to run the wires for all of our Squadron Sports. And what Andy did here is he ran all the wires from this side, down right there, and from this side. They actually go to here, cross inside here, and all into that wire right there, which we're gonna run from the rear of the vehicle all the way up to the front to the SwitchPros. And the ultimate goal here is Kevin actually wants to be able to create 2 separate switches for these bad boys right here. We want to create one switch for the driver's side and one switch for the passenger side, so we can turn them on separately depending on which side we want to light up, or all 4 of them if we want to do that. Now, another reason that we chose to go with Baja Design lights is because of something that they call U-service, which basically means that they're using O-rings rather than silicone, which means that you can replace the lenses and the optics all on your own by yourself very easily. So say a rock chips one, or the lens breaks, or you just want to switch your beam pattern up, you can do it just by unbolting this little lens cap right here, pop it off, pop a new one on, bolt back together, and you're good to go. You don't have to send it back to the manufacturer to get it fixed if something happens or if the lens is damaged.
Okay. So we haven't mounted the SwitchPros yet. We just got it hanging under here as we hook everything up and we test it. But you can see now we are going to use that boy and that boy right there and there.
Boom!
Go show me other side.
Boom! Boom! Blind you.
You got your whole. So look at this. It's all lit up. You can have your like nighttime picnic or setting up your tent. I don't know what you're doing at night out here, but
you got the light to do it.
It's not blinding.
No, it's. I mean, yeah, it is. If you're staring at it, it is absolutely blinding.
What I'm saying is, if you're over here in the above the flood area, see where my head's at? Look right here. See, right here, you have plenty of light, and it's not blinding me. I can look at it.
Oh no, yeah, no. But if you stare at the light, it is absolutely blinding.
You get to right here, I wouldn't. So what we did was we hooked the left side up right here, And then we hook the right side up right there. And now we can move on to the rock lights, which we can wire up anywhere here, which I think we're gonna do the rock lights at the bottom because, you know, this is up top, this is down low. And then we'll have front and rear lockers and air compressor and, well, we don't have
I feel like you're spoiling alerting.
Oh, spoiler
alert.
Spoiler alert.
So now there's two different ways that you can technically install rock lights. You can install them A, for function, or B, for fashion? No, what's it?
Yeah.
Form versus function, right? So you can install them for function or form. For form, you would typically install them up here in the wheel well where your actual tire is going to block a lot of the light from being able to illuminate the rocks both behind and in front of that tire.
But it would look pretty.
But it would look really pretty, especially if you have dope suspension back here, you've got cool tires, etc., etc. So you can do that. Or you can go for functionality, which means that you're mounting it somewhere back here to illuminate all the rocks right behind your tire. You're gonna mount it at the end of the slider to illuminate the rocks in front of your rear tire. And you're gonna be mounting something up here in the front center or the front corners to illuminate the rocks in front of the tire. The goal is to illuminate the rocks for functionality. That way, if you are actually wheeling at nighttime, you can see exactly where your tires are going.
Right, when you put them up here, you get light to there, and then not out here because, well, the tire's blocking it. So it looks really cool though.
But we're gonna go with function because we want whoever wins this bad boy to be able to use it for whatever they want. Okay, Andy, what are you doing?
I'm designing some aluminum tabs that will mount our rock lights in a more favorable position. It'll get them up out of the way of harm on the trail, and it'll also angle them so that we can project the light
Exactly where we want it.
Yeah, more usefully.
Dope, and you're doing this all on your own?
Yeah, we actually have a full CNC plasma cutter here with some CAD software, so we can pretty easily design simple brackets like this and then cut them on the table just like that and really get the perfect fit for what we want to do.
This is why we brought it to Northridge 4x4 in Salt Lake City, Utah, because of this guy and that stuff and these guys. As you can see, our Baja Design rock lights will fit just like that, up underneath, and it'll angle down exactly to where we want it. And let there be light. Ta-da! So you can see how it literally lights up everything exactly in front of the tire. Boom. And Andy went ahead and made 2 new brackets as well for the front side rock lights. Just like that. Guys, this is super dope. As you can see, they're super high, tight, and tucked away. So we don't have to worry about them getting hit or smashed by rocks.
Okay, so once you have all the Baja Design lights mounted and ready and hooked up,
It should look a little something like this. What?
look good?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it yet. Let me see.
So we have all of the Squadron Sports up there and all of our rock lights. We have one on the rear bumper, one in front of each rear tire, one behind each of the front tires, and we have one right here shining below the front bumper to highlight rocks in front of the front tires. That is pretty heckin' dope.
This is way cooler than any lights that I have on the stepchild because I don't have rock lights.
Let me just point out that I find it very funny that the Gladiator, the foster child, is getting rock lights before the stepchild. Oh, there you went. Kevin, Would you please explain that?
Go get the stepchild and we'll have him do it on the stepchild wall.
Our only excuse really is Kevin and I really dislike wiring anything. It's our least favorite thing to do. However, Andy over here at Northridge 4x4 is fan-freaking-tastic at it. Thank goodness. Boom.
Joey, do you like it? Do you like it?
Now we still have to mount the SwitchPros little switch panel here and put our stickers.
All our light bar stickers.
All our light bar stickers all over it.
But you'll have to wait until next time. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Remember, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch at LiteBriteStudios.com. All of your Lite Brite Nation decals at PixelDecals.com. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Okay, so now with the Baja Designs lights, blah, 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 in the bed rack, blah, 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 blah.
Let's try that again.
We hurt the left, Then once you have all of the Baja Designs
What are you doing? You're so
that's what you kept saying.
We're done.
All right, once you have all the Baja Designs lights,
Come on.
All right, now, but